Good evening.
Good evening, Abhinav. How are you?
Fine now.
Yeah, okay, good.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Dharya.
Good evening.
Good evening, Shubhansh. Okay, children, turn on the videos now. Hurry up. Shubhansh, Aryan, Dharya, Ayonija. Siddhi, turn on your video.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed about the structure of a flower, and we wrote about the sepal, petals, tepals, I guess, right? And still we are remaining with the anther filament, stigma, style, and ovary. Okay, so all those things also we will be writing it. But before that, in the Sunday's test, actually, I'll just show you your sheets. So I think almost somewhere, if I remember it correctly, somewhere 12 children have written the test on Sunday. And out of those 12, I guess, I was not so happy with everybody, but yes, I was happy by seeing the answer sheet of Abhinav. Since, like, like, I think I have told you so many times, children, like, when you know how to draw the things, it's better to explain by the drawing rather than, writing the content and writing the whole paragraphs and all. I think so many times I told you, right? Every time we have a class, I just tell you all these things. So I think that was taken care by Abhinav, and I'll show his answer sheet. Though he has got 27 marks, like, the marks does not matter. The thing what matters here in the grade 10 is about, like how you work. So, like, here, see, this question was asked, like, you need to explain about the budding, right? And he was the only one out of those 12 sheet who used the diagram actually rather than, writing it in the form of the paragraph. See, first diagram, a small bird. Second diagram, the new nucleus get elongated. Third diagram, the nucleus divide, and this is keratokinesis. The fourth diagram is the constriction appears. Then the last one is like daughter organism, right? So this should be the way actually, when this was very simple diagram, right? So when you know how to draw it, rather than writing the paragraph, just draw it. It will be, the examiner, the evaluator, the person who is going to check your copy will be very, very happy with that. And I was very happy that he has followed the things like, what was told to him. So this was a good part for his. Aaron, your sheet, I was not so happy this time. You have done, spelling mistakes in the spelling of the karyokinesis, cytokinases. Then in the 1 marks, you need to practice it, okay? So since this was the first
Good
test,
evening, ma'am.
good evening. Since this was the first test, so that's okay actually. Like, you have got 13 or 15 or 23, 25, no problem, no worries. Because this is the first time you have written, so no problem. And children, so many of you are like, I have noticed in your answer sheet. See, I'll show you. This was the first answer sheet. This is the second answer sheet. I have written very clearly. What is being taught in the class, you should write that only. It does not mean like, I want my thing only to be written. No, it's not like that. But you have written from nowhere else. Actually, replication of DNA, growth of a cell, segregation of DNA, splitting of cells. See, this is the thing here. In some of more copies, I was able to see this thing. Not this one. Here all no, yeah, here also the same thing. Here also the same thing. Then here also same thing. What is being taught, I have written there. So I did not taught you. I think in your school also the teachers might have not taught you in that way. Like, I hope, like, what I'm trying to say actually. I hope, children, you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Like, by seeing your answers, I can identify that whether you have written it on your own or you have just copied it from somewhere else. See, children, don't copy it. You are not copying for me, right? You're copying for yourself. So if you are not knowing it, better leave it rather than, copying and pasting in your answer sheet. Don't do that. Nothing you're going to get out of it, right? You're not going to get any award. You are not going to get anything. The only thing is, like, we will be getting to know as a teacher. I know, like, how many of you have copied it from somewhere. So don't do that. Fine, so write it in your own words, like how Abhinav has written, how Aryan is writing every time. Sumukh has written like amazingly this time. And Shubhansh, what is the reason for not attending the test this time?
I was having the other classes.
Okay. So don't do that, okay? Whatever you're writing, write on your own. Don't try to copy from anywhere else. Think like you're writing the exam, but don't take over tension also for that. All right. Okay, coming back to the last topic, it was about the structure of a flower. We have discussed that we will be writing it in maybe after some time. So before that, let me discuss one more topic so that we can move forward with the topics at least. So I think you might have seen chana, right, at your home. Have you seen the chana?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Everybody has seen the chana. Now, when you keep the chana in the water for some time, what happens?
Sprouted.
Becomes big
And
It becomes big in size. It will start swelling because of the water will enter into it, right? What is the process called as when water move inside the cell?
osmosis.
Osmosis.
Osmosis. What type of osmosis it is called as?
Endo.
Very good, Riti. Very good, Shubhansh. Right. Endoosmosis. Okay. When the water move inside the cells, it is called as osmosis. But when it goes inside, it is called endo, and when it is move outside, it's called as exoosmosis. Okay. Now, when we keep the chana in the water for some time, so automatically the water will be moving inside, and the size of the chana will increase. But how it goes, because this chana has a very small opening. When you see the chana, if you have the chana at home, you can go and take it, and you can see that one very small kind of the hole will be present in it, and that kind of the hole is called as a micropyle. Micropyle. Okay, micropyle. In that chana, a very small hole will be there, and through that hole, what happened? The chana will be able to breathe and take the things inside it. So, whatever the nutrients are required, they will be taking it through it. Okay, and then outside that chana there will be a kind of the covering which is called as a seed coat. Okay, the covering is called as a seed coat. Now this seed coat, what do? They will be giving protection to the seed, right? So like how we have our body has what? Our body has a skin, right? So as to give us the protection. Same way the plants also, the trees also have the cell wall on their body, right? Same way, these seeds have the seed coat which will be protecting them from the external climate. All right, they will be protected by the external climate. So that is what the seed coat is. Then in the chana, how many cotyledons are there? How many cotyledons? What are cotyledons? Yes, children, what are cotyledons? Dhriti, no idea?
No, no.
No idea.
Seed coat.
No, seed coat is basically the outer covering of the seed. Okay. When we talk about the cotyledon, any one of you can you go and get one chana? I think you might have at home also chana. So there, when you see the chana in the center, you will have a line, right? In the center of the chana, you have a line, and this side, left hand side, there will be one, and then the right hand side, there will be one, right? So those kind of structure, the two structure are called as cotyledon. They are basically the seed leaves. Okay.
So, ma'am,
Yeah.
basically we have two cotyledons.
Correct. Right. The seed of the chana has two cotyledon. It means they have the two seed leaves. Okay. But if I talk about the rice, does they have two cotyledon? No,
One,
right? They have only one, right? You cannot divide them into left and the right. What are the kidney beans? How many they have? They have cotyledon?
two,
Two,
two.
correct? So you can see the center part of that kidney bean and you can break them into two pieces, right? So if any kind of the pulses of any kind of the seed, if you can break them into two, breaking does not mean with the help of the hand. Through that center point, you need to, see and then break it. Then only it will be called as a dicot. Dicot means with two cotyledons. Two cotyledons they will have. Whereas if they do not have the central line, then it means they have only one cotyledon, as like in the rice. Fine, they have only one cotyledon. Clear? So seed coat is the outer covering, whereas the cotyledon are the two seed leaves which are present there. Now, what happened when we keep that seed inside the soil? They will start germinating, right? Then, when they start germinating, there will be two som. What is som?
Now repeat the word again.
Actually, I'm like Sumukh asked me something, so that's what I'm asking him. What is that? So okay, so just find out and let me know, okay, Sumukh? Where I was, where I was.
Cotyledons. After
In,
cotyledon.
after the cotyledon, something. Yeah. So if we germinate them into the soil, then what happened? From the down and from the top of that seed, something will be coming out, right? If you keep that seed
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the
Yes, ma'am.
soil, then what happens? Slowly and gradually, the structure, one structure will go down and one structure will go up, right? The down structure is basically called as the root, and it's called as a future root. Fine. The structure which goes down, it is called as future root, and the structure which goes up is called as a future shoot. Why we are calling them as a future root and future shoot? It is because in future, like in the upcoming days, this down part will be converted into the root and the upper part will be converted into the shoot, and that is the reason they are called as a future root and shoot. Very, very important for 2 marks question. Just to write these 2 words, they give you the 2 marks. So what do they do? See, 2 to 3 questions they ask from this part. Either they give you the diagram and they ask you to label future root and future shoot. It's very simple. What you will be doing, the downward you will be marking as the future root and the upper one you will be marking as future shoot. But they also have the name actually. Future root, other name is called as the radical. Okay. The future root is also called as radical, radicle, and future shoot is also called as plumule, plumule. Okay. Future root is the down one, which is called as radical, and future shoot is called as a plumule. So these 2 things are very, very important. If they ask you in the diagram to draw, you can draw the diagram. If you ask they to label it, you can label it. If they ask you the other name, you can write it. So each and every question from this topic, it comes for the 2 marks. It's very easy to score actually. Clear? And from where do we get the seed? Actually, the seed is a part of the ovule. The ovule at last will be converted into the seed. Clear? If they ask you which parts get converted into seed, the answer is the ovule. And in the case of the ovary will be converted into the fruit. Like you're eating the mango, right? The mango, the inside part, the pulpy part, what you eat for the mango is basically the ovary part. Clear? The inside pulpy part, what you eat is basically the ovary which get converted into the fruit. And the seed which you get inside the mango is what? Is the ovule of that plant. Am I clear, children? In the mango, the seed is basically what? The ovule. Earlier it was ovule, but after the process completed, it converts into the seed. And same way, the part of the mango which you eat was the ovary, but later on it got converted into the fleshy part. Clear? Which is the fruit of it. Siddharth, Dhairya, Siddhi, Shubhan, Shabinav, Ayonija, Rizwana, Dhriti. Kindly turn on the video, children. I hope, children, I am clear. It's very, very, very important, the structure of a seed actually. Soft is a monocot, not cotyledon, it's monocot because it does not have the cotyledon, okay? Only single cotyledon is present there. You cannot divide the soft into 2, okay?
Ma'am, then we open it in 2 parts. No?
When do we open the soft? Which soft are you talking about? The green one, right? No, we cannot open that. We cannot open it. Okay, so we'll write down about this anther, stigma, style, ovary, and the reason for writing about these 5 is because in this part, what do? They will be just giving you that line and they ask you to, label it in the diagram. So that is why you should know what are they. If I say the part which connects the stigma and the ovary, what will be the answer? Stigma and ovary, the part which connects. Very good, Riti. Correct. Then if I say the basal swollen part, what it is? Huh?
How? Female reproductive part.
Yeah, female reproductive part. Ovary, right? So that is the reason you should know. If I say like the part which is sticky in nature, between the like female part, which is sticky. What is the first part? Stigma. Okay, stigma. And that is the reason, children, I am asking you to write it. Okay, so we'll write about them so that if they ask you for the 1 mark,
because I drew the diagram.
You showed a diagram on that.
Okay. So, and then they do ask about the anther. So they will be giving you the diagram of the anther, and one line also they will give you, like, label the part where the pollen grains are present. So which part you will be labeling? The down one, the upper one?
The upper.
The upper one, right? Which is anther you will be labeling. So small things, these children, like, it's like very easy to score, but yes, you should know it how to answer. They, in the bio, there is, not only in the bio, in the science, there is nothing to write about the paragraph. There is no thesis, or there is no story to write. Just one word marks, one word they're asking you to write in the 3 marks question, also in the 5 marks also. Clear? So understand the things and then write it. There is no need to mug up anything. Okay, so let us write then the next part we were. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll write about the male first of all. Anther. Okay, we'll start from the anther. And as such, children learn these points, like, so that you can easily label them in the exam. So it is the part of male organ of the flower. And what is the male part here? The stem. That produces and contains pollen. See, in this line itself, I can make the 2 statements. So either they can ask you this one, the first one, where the female gametes are produced. So answer will be anther. Or they can ask you the part which contains pollens. Again, the answer will be anther. Okay. Then the next one, anther, will go to the carpel. So it is the female reproductive organ of the flowering plants present in the center of the flower. So now they can ask you, name the part which is present in the center of the flower, or they can ask you, name the flowering part of the plant.
Once can you go back?
Yeah, just one minute. And children, increase your speed. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Rizwana, do you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So it consists of ovary containing one or more ovules. So what do they have? They have one or more ovules and stigma. Stigma also they have. And this is very important line which I am writing after the stigma. A receptive surface for pollen grains. They can give you this line and then they can ask you to mark it. So name the part which is the receptive surface for the pollen grains. The answer will be the stigma. Here, this part is connected actually. The stigma will be the answer. So stigma is the receptive surface for the pollen. Receptive means they will be receiving it, okay? So stigma will receive the pollen grains. So for the stigma, sticky part which receives the pollen grains. Then the style, it is the middle elongated part which connects stigma to the ovary. Now coming to the next one is the ovary. They are the swollen bottom.
Ma'am, could you show the previous page?
Yes, yes. So they are the swollen bottom part of the carpel. And it contains ovules, and each ovule has an egg cell. Okay, write that first of all, then we'll go to the next one.
Ma'am, you can continue.
Okay, so
Ma'am,
the
1 minute.
next, okay. Shall we go now next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the next one is ovary we are done. The style I think we are done. Stigma, style, ovary we are done. Okay. So ovule is the last one. Grain-like structure growing inside the ovary. And it contains female gamete or egg. And they become seed after the fertilization. Very, very important this line. So after fertilization, in which part the ovules get converted? So they become seeds after fertilization. And the last one is Okay, for the ovary we have not written that it becomes fruit. Write it there itself. So after fertilization, they convert into fruit. They convert into fruit. So write this, then we will be going to the structure of a seed. Once it is done, children, let me know so that we can go to the next one.
Ma'am, done.
Ma'am,
Wait a minute.
Okay, do it, do it. Done, children?
Wait a minute. Done now.
Okay.
ma'am, 1 minute last line.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the next one.
Completed.
Okay. Now the next one is about the seed. So the seed. In the exam, they will be giving you this actually, this seed. Fine. This seed structure they will be giving you in the exam. Fine. So what these two are? These two are what? They are the cotyledon. They are what? They are the cotyledons. Then here, this one actually, this structure, I'll just change the color. This structure, which is present yellow in color, here in this, you can see the two parts are there, right? So this down one, this down part, here, this part, it is called as a radical, and the other name of the radical is future root. So this part will be converted later on into the root. And this top part here, that is called as the plumule. And this plumule, other name is the future shoot. So in the future, this part will get converted into the future shoot. Fine, so this is the structure. And outside here, what do they have? They have a coat, and this coat is called as this covering is called as the seed coat. So two cotyledon, then down part is a radicle, the upper part is called as a plumule, and then covering is called as a seed coat. Children, write it. Like, just give me 1 minute, okay? Till then, write it.
Yes, ma'am.
Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, children, done?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's about the structure of the flower. Now the thing what we are going to study, it will be about the pollination and the process of fertilization. So how does the pollination happen? What are the different types of pollination? And once the pollination is done, then the fertilization has to happen, right? So these two processes we need to discuss. We will be doing it in the upcoming class. Now, children, please can you turn on the videos? Okay. So I think you all might have got the Google form, right, to fill up your syllabus, whatever the syllabus is there for the upcoming exam. So kindly fill that. So that but it's very difficult actually. You all might have a different chapters actually, correct? I have seen Sumukh has got the control and coordination chapter from somewhere, I guess. So none of you has the control and coordination, but he has got the control and coordination chapter in the exam. So
Ma'am,
what we will be doing, we will be coming to a common kind of the chapter and we will revise that chapter for all. Okay?
Ma'am, after I fill the form, they again sent a message that excretion is also added.
Okay.
ma'am,
Okay.
Ma'am,
All right.
for us also next exam is control and coordination.
Okay.
for me, they
Abhinav,
haven't announced it, ma'am. So,
okay, no
very-
problem. If not announced, then no problem. If it is announced, then we'll try to cover the common, not cover actually, to, revise that common chapters. We cannot take the new chapters within, 1, 2, 3 days. But yes, definitely the chapter which is common for all, we will be revising it. And the second thing, children, see, if the control and coordination chapter or if the chapter which is over already, it's not being done, in that case what you can do, you can revise it, and if at any point of time you feel like you have any kind of doubt, just post your doubt there. Okay, either you can post it to me personally, or you have in the physics chemistry, you can post it there in the WhatsApp doubt group also. So this is the time where you can use that group for your doubt clarification. Okay, I think Sumuk, you might have doubt in the life process chapter, as you have mentioned also, like it was not being done like when you have joined that time, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that is why you go through all those things, and if you feel like this topic or maybe that definition or that function you are not able to understand, let me know about that. Okay, definitely I'll be explaining you that point. Maybe I'll be sending you the audio, maybe I'll be keeping the extra class, maybe anything, like, it depends completely on us. But our main motive is that you all should score good marks in that. And for this thing, what we have planned is, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am, you're
ma'am.
audible.
Now I think I'm audible. So
Yes,
what we
ma'am.
have planned is, like, for this week, we will be keeping the Sunday test, and from the next week onwards, for some times, I think almost like some 20 days, we will be stopping the Sundays test. Okay. So no Sunday test will be there. But yes, this week you should write Sunday's test. But upcoming some days, the Sunday test will not be there. Am I clear, children? So that you can use that time for your school exam preparation. Am I clear?
What about an
Thank
AITs?
you.
AITs will be there. See, AITs is very important because this week you will have this month actually, you will have the last exam of it. And after this, we will be calculating your rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3, and then we will be releasing the cash prize also. So don't skip that exam in any condition, because from the starting June till August, all your scores will be counted and then only the ranks will be released. And now, second round of the AITs, we will start from the month of September. So from September till December, that count will be counted. Okay.
Ma'am, I didn't
Yeah.
get the science portion for AIT. Like, I did not understand it.
Which portion, which chapter you're talking about?
The classification of elements and I
Periodic
did not get
classification of.
like what are we going to get from that?
So I think in your NCERT book it is given. The chapter is given there. Okay. Go
No,
through. Hmm.
we don't have that chapter. At least I don't have the chapter.
The chapter is being deleted by the CBSE actually.
Oh,
The periodic classification of element, but in your book it is there. Okay. So we are not worried. We are not thinking about the CBSE actually, what they are doing for the AITs. Since this chapter is there in your, future entrance exam, that is the reason we have given in the AITs also. So no need to worry. See, children, Abhinav, in your school also it is not being done. In Sumok's schools also it is not done. With the schools also it is not done. So you all are on the same page actually. So if you are going to score less, definitely they are also going to score the less marks. Okay. So it's everybody like on the same page. The only motive is like, to make you to understand that yes, this chapter is also important for you. Clear? So no worries about that.
okay.
Fine. But yes, don't skip any of the exam of the AITs. And from the next month, September onwards, again from the first, we will be starting and we will be calculating the rank at the end of the December. So meanwhile, June, July, August, these 3 months we will be calculating, and at the end of the maybe first week of the September, we will be releasing all your cash prize, whoever like has got it rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3.
Ma'am, some questions they gave it out of syllabus, ma'am. Recently it happened with maths.
You marked it. I know. You have marked it, and the team have informed me about that. Whatever the sentence you have marked it there. So if in case if any question was wrong or if any questions I felt it like it is like out of the box, I have given the marks for it. Okay. So it's not you, it's for everybody the marks were allotted for it. Okay. So that is why if you feel like anywhere the question is not appropriate, the diagram is not there, if you feel like you have a doubt, you can just write your remarks about it, and definitely the team will be working on it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, children.
So,
Thank
ma'am,
you.
will
Yeah, telling me, Avinash.
other standard portion also be included? Like in math, we got 11th and 12th standard portion.
No, in the maths, you don't have the 11th and 12th portions.
Because, ma'am, it was arithmetic progression. We also got geometric and
One, I think you got, I think, 1 or 2 questions related to that, I think, in the previous
ma'am.
exams, right?
Yes, 3 or 4, ma'am. That time I had to do inky, pinky, ponky.
same.
No problem. That's what I said. See, you all are on the same page. If you are not aware, they are also not aware. So no worries about that. Okay. And if in case it was something, not to your class level, a higher level, we will be looking to it. No worries. Either you all will be getting it, either no one will be getting it.
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
children.
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.